Welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Good evening, THL. I am Quaz, and we have another night of Last Saloon standing. With me is our typical co-host, Kel. Kel, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing well. How are you?
I am absolutely fantastic. And along with Kel, we have the big Ted. Ted, how are you doing tonight?
Meh.
Meh? Just meh? You're not excited for a nice night of Saloon?
No, listen, I'm excited for this, but it's like the beginning of week 4 and school's already kicking my butt back and forth, so
That's fair.
yeah.
Damn.
And we got our special guest of the night, Itachi. Itachi, how you doing tonight?
What's up, man? What's happening?
You know, just
Doing
another
pretty good.
Tuesday night, another Last Saloon standing.
A lot of fun, a lot of good stuff to talk about. So, good to join. Good to join.
So Ted, you're in college, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah. Senior
that's
year.
what I thought. Well, congrats.
Thanks.
I don't have to drown in student debt because I can go to college. So, but all right. Do we want to start with purple or teal for last week?
I have purple up, so let's start with purple because I don't want to
Oh.
change my screen.
Sure.
I had teal up.
So Itachi mentioned before we started here he wanted to kind of talk a little bit about Wait, This Isn't Specialist versus Ugly Muckling. So Itachi, why don't you tell us what happened?
So Ugly Mucklings lost 15-10. Ace beat Icer, Tris beat Lawful Dog, and the Bro Code beat the Chronic. The notable event that happened after that, though, is there was some less than sportsmanlike talk in the THL chat. And it's just really interesting when you step back and kind of think about the fact that THL has people that range from ages 14 to ages, I don't even know what the top out is in THL, but there's some bad,
67,
nice-
I believe.
I was gonna say 60, 60 something.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
60 something?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Jim
Jim Folos
Folos.
is like 60.
Oh my god.
67. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, it's just crazy that we have so
Yeah.
many, such a wide range of ages, and that you get those kind of interactions. I personally like trash talk. I don't like disrespect, of course, but like trash talk is cool, and I like to see people go at it and have like rivalries in the chat and have legitimate. I want to see somebody legitimately have beef with somebody else, where like it's real, and they not only want to play Hearthstone, but like would literally fight if they saw each other. That's what I want to see.
So-
I don't know, man. I feel like we've had a few of those in the past. I don't know.
Oh,
Literally
no,
icon in
we've
anyone.
absolutely- Yeah.
Icon in anyone.
I just want them to not talk about the fighting in THL chat, but I want them to be really like not cool with each other, and that's what I like. It's hilarious.
Yo, and this is exactly why THL needs like LAN finals. So if we have those beefs, they can just go at it.
Like I'm starting beef. I plan on starting beef tomorrow, like with Wednesday morning at like 8 a.m. I'm starting beef with Donde. It's just gonna be him. I'm gonna trash talk him for like 20 minutes in THL chat and then leave.
You should tell him that just trash talk him and tell him he's gonna lose to me this week in Legacy.
It makes it competitive. Like, it makes the best era of basketball ever is when Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, all those guys played, because they talked so much trash that, like, when you knew that they were gonna meet on the court, it was like a big deal. It was such a big deal. So.
Like, I'm gonna laugh at Donde sitting there like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Existed. Like, you didn't even have to do anything. It's just like no one knows what Jerry did to Tom. Like, but Tom was just like, I'm gonna kill him every time. It never failed. He was just like, I'm gonna kill that mouse, and it's just like that. Every time I play Donde, I'm gonna kill him. His team sucks, by the way. I hate the Patriots. So there's the beginning of your beef for Tuesday night.
Speaking of the Patriots and giving absolute spankings, Notorious Biggs and Tampam Surf Slam. Notorious Biggs 20-5 over Tampam Surf Slam. That's not how you want to start off your season. It's just getting spanked like that.
I mean, I'm not really one to talk here because my team didn't do so well either. But this was a 5-0, so I definitely never would have predicted that, especially coming from Tampam's. Like, Tampam's feels like one of the stronger teams. So,
yeah, I agree. Tampam's is just like top to bottom very good. So I mean, like, but luckily for them, they have that strength, so they will be able to recover, I feel.
Yeah. Well, and so the one big thing to remember is that there's only 7 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So every week matters a little more. I mean, we kind of had the same situation last season where I believe we also only had 7 weeks, but but those bad weeks like this, and I mean, my team had a horrible week 1 as well. So every bad week that you have like this just has such a larger impact, across the course of the season. So it just gets tougher and tougher to come back.
But of course, just like 1 or 2 weeks is definitely recoverable.
1 week definitely recoverable. 2 weeks, depending on if you have 2 weeks where you score less than like 8 points. Well, I don't know, man. Sure. You might just be out.
Well, the nice thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Itachi.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it gets really tough after 2 bad weeks. Like, 1 is already bad, especially week 1. You don't want to start with such a bad loss, 20-5, getting completely swept. But you can recover from it if you got like the team morale, and I think if you have a good captain and a good lineup, which I mean, Tampam's has people that have been around for a while. Dirty Mike, Osmanat, Lefty, they've all been around for a while, so I think they can recover. But it's just such an uphill battle for them. Yeah, I mean, they have to max out some weeks.
The kind of recovering point to this though is that you can with the cross conference play now, with the 1 week of cross conference, you can kind of recover some points, or if like a team does get dumpstered on, I believe from this week forward, week 2 forward, there is the possibility that it's coming from the cross conference play, so no one in your division is actually really gaining those points, and so it does help keep things a little bit more close within the division itself.
Yeah, that definitely is a major element this season. That like you're, because like before there was a balance, right? Like if somebody's losing that bad, that means someone else is gaining that much in your division. But now we have enough matches, or we have 1 match a week that isn't true for.
Right. Well, we have one week. It's not 1 match a week. It's 1 week because there's only 1 cross conference week. Well, which is week 7, the final week.
Is it?
No, it's by team basis.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think it's each.
Oh, is it? I thought everybody did the cross conference match.
No,
the final week.
No,
because the cult plays. Wait, this isn't specialist next week, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, yeah, it is
really?
next week.
Interesting.
No,
Okay.
well, and like I'm pretty sure the reason they did that is because there's 7 teams per conference, so you could have like 3 head-to-head matches, but then there would be 1 team left out
Hmm.
each week.
Right.
So,
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, like the first week for Hero, I feel like there's more blowouts than there are matches that were actually close. Like there's 1, 2, 3. So across both conferences, there's 3 matchups that were like somewhat close. The rest were just absolute blowouts by over 8 points or I don't know that we've actually seen that before. It's kind of crazy.
We don't usually see the season start off with that. Closer to the end,
Right.
you do see a few more blowouts, unless of course you have teams like who is it? Boars last season,
Yeah.
who were just raffle stomping literally everyone they came across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys wanna
So one of
move
the other
over to-
matches I wanted to mention
Oh.
was Notorious BIGs versus Tan Pam Surf Slam. I think we touched on it a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
that is just, to me, that's a massive upset. Like Notorious BIGs, I knew going in they were a strong team, but I'm not expecting them to put up a perfect week against Tan Pams. Like that's just
I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd even call it an upset. They were. I think Notorious was higher in PR at every position 1, 2, or at 1 through 3, and then lower
that's correct. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah,
at
they're
4
high.
and
They're
5.
high. Yeah.
They're actually pretty close. They're really close
Actually,
in PR.
no, because Donde and Dirty Mike actually
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
really
really,
yeah,
they
they
were
flopped.
they were really close in the beginning though, with like Shim Jim being a big favorite over Lefty, and then Jamie's being pretty much pretty higher than Brushy Tuna. Like it just kind of comes down to Donde, Crackshot, and Anful, which Donde's a crap player. I was gonna give him credit, but then I forgot we had beef. He's actually crap. So I don't know how he won, but the other 2 guys, Crackshot and Anful, are both good players.
Yeah. Something I just noticed at the bottom of here is so in purple and in teal, even after the recent like shadow nerf to Warrior with the Discover changes, Warrior was the most brought class in both conferences, with purple bringing 25 warriors and teal bringing 28 warriors.
Also the most banned class. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't do why do you think that is, Itachi? Do you think it's just because like Warrior is flexible right now, where it has like control, bomb, and aggro, or
Maybe it's a little bit of the flexibility, but I think it's a lot of the fact that the rest of the good decks are pretty aggressive and kind of lose to Warrior pretty bad, regardless of the nerfs. Like it's not like the nerfs hurt in the matchups that are prevalent, because what you hurt is going long. Like you can't go as long anymore because the things that you discover are not as great. Dr. Boom's on 9. But what you can do is get to the end game, which once you get to the end game with Warrior versus most of the field, you've already won the game.
fair enough. And I mean, so the band selection as well, because in purple there were 14 Warrior bands, and in teal there were 16 Warrior bands, and it was by far the most banned class in both conferences, which honestly kind of surprises me. I thought Priest would be the most banned class, because even Priest's bad matchups right now are like 45%.
Wow,
So,
shocker. Tells giving Priest credit.
listen, man, Combo Priest is a broken deck, and it's only going to continue to get better as people improve and learn how to play it properly. Just throwing that out there. You wait.
No, but yeah, if you also noticed, Dad Legend just went down 5 Warrior bands.
Yeah, yep.
They all ban Warrior, which was pretty entertaining.
Yeah. Is there anybody else who did that as well? I don't think so.
Nope. No, I
They're
don't
the
think
only
so.
team that they just full on banned 5 Warriors.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, was there any particular matchup or any like big upsets you guys saw from last week before we jump into next week?
in teal, Bees over Ask HS was heck of a
Yeah.
match.
I
It
don't know if
almost seems
that's.
like it
Yeah.
looks like if you had kept the people that used to be on your team, you'd have won because Kale's Good Boys won over Dad Legend.
Listen, all right, listen. It was not my decision. I wanted to keep them, okay? But it's just that Blue Sombrero he's a smooth talker, man.
There comes a time in a man's life where he has to do a little bit extra to keep some good things going for him.
What kind of extra things are we talking about?
That's for him and his Discord. That's not for me.
Yep. I gotta start pre-ordering the next expansion for my team, I guess.
Oh, all right. I was going somewhere else in my mind. Anyways.
Well, those things we can't say on stream.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Shadow Ranger was the only person to pick up a win for us, and I think partially I lost to Pond because Pond is a very good player, and I just played poorly. So there's no shame in losing to Pond. He's in the 4 seed, which is disgusting. So, but yeah,
Other than
hopefully
that,
we can put up a better week next week.
Poll for Team No Pros was very close. Tap Last vs Minutemen was not very close, with Smoked Salmon being the only one on the Minutemen to claim a victory. But Tap Last looks very strong, so I expect them to be a strong team throughout. No Pros came in, like to give them a shout out because they came into the league and they've done a very good job so far. Just want to make sure that all newcomers and all new teams and people that have been here for a while, make sure you get your ban processes down so that you don't have issues going into week 2. We had a few issues week 1, but we worked them out. And other than that, I like the fact that No Pros here came in and they picked up a good win over us, the Cult, as a matter of fact. So shout out to all them.
Yeah.
So, fun fact: originally, Skittles was going to be on with us tonight. However, he didn't get back to us in time. So I don't care what the results say. Itachi's the real winner this week.
Wait, all right, Kelly, hear what you're saying. So you're saying we should just like flip that to a 3-2 for Itachi, and then Cole picks up the win. I'm all in favor of that.
Hang on. Let me pull some strings. I'll give Pat a call.
No, dude, Kel, I'm in systems. I can do this myself. I have access. I have access.
Okay. We'll get that fixed for you, Itachi. We got your back.
It's okay because Tip the Scales had his bag, so we
oh damn,
lost to a lot of Murlocs, man.
Speaking of
Murlocs, played very well.
The Tombs of Terror is pretty fun.
Yeah, it is. It's really fun.
I have not bought it yet, so
you get the first wing free.
Oh, I haven't even logged in today, to be honest with you. So
Scuff Kel's always scuffed.
Listen, man, I finally have a gaming PC. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. There's too much stuff I want to play.
Wait, Kel, hold on. Let me get this straight. You're saying I finally have a gaming PC, so I'm gonna play Magic the Gathering all day.
Yes. Let's see. I mainly play Magic, TFT, and WoW Classic. So all things I could have run on my potato laptop.
Oh man.
Speaking of potatoes, what matchups are you guys excited for coming into week 2?
What does that have to do with potato?
Well, I'm about to get wrecked like a potato tomorrow night. So
exactly.
Yep. So you know what? I'll start. I'm excited about my mesh bees. Oh, that's not me. I lied to you. Dad Legend, rather. I'm excited about playing Dad Legend. Dad Legend's always been a good team, right? So I feel like this is our week to make a comeback. Sorry, I got really confused for a second because there's another team with my name in it. It's throwing me off. All right. Screwed me all up, man. What I'm confused about is how in what world is Hockey Boys an effing 4 seed? Like, the 4 seed in teal is so stacked, man.
Since Hockey Boys
Yeah.
always went 1-3.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He probably brought 4 Mechathune decks.
Probably.
I'll be on the lookout for that.
I'm excited for all of the teal games next week. Bees versus Kale's Good Boys looks like a really good matchup. They're two. I mean, they were only 1 point apart in terms of their wins last week. Tap Last versus the Colt looks like a really good matchup as well. I can't wait to play against Myanodon.
Oh,
No
man.
Pros versus Ugly Mucklings looks really great. I mean,
Yeah, that's
all
the
matches in
cross
teal look
conference game.
Mm-hmm.
Which we actually already have a result for.
Yeah.
Yeah, one win for the 4th seed of No Pros. Disco won 3-1.
Against Arthaniu?
Arthano.
Arthano, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
looking
pretty
at
sure
these
it's Jared.
PRs, I think these are both new players, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
think so. Yeah.
So looking at the PRs, I mean, that's kind of how I would, because
Yeah.
unfortunately, like, obviously PR isn't the end all be all, but with specifically new players, it's kind of like all you have to go on. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, actually, now that you mention it, Good Boys versus Bees is looking like a really good matchup.
Is it?
And yeah, I think it's gonna be like, I mean, I think Good Boys is gonna like wipe the floor with Bees, but I mean, it's a good matchup in that, like, I think these are two of the breakout like top teams right now. I know it's only
Yep.
been 1 week, but
So I think it goes 3-2 Kel's Good Boys.
yeah, because my boys always win, just not when they're on my team.
Well, no, because Luchasaurus is going to lose to Ron Mexico, and I think that might be the only loss. So I think it's 4-1 Kel's Good Boys.
I
mean,
think Pond can
5.
beat Mako for sure.
Can, but yeah, I think I don't know.
That one, you can toss a coin on that one, I think.
And
mean,
I also think that Copper can beat Turd.
I agree.
I think it's a little closer than you're making it out.
I've
to be.
played
I think-
both, is my thing.
Yep.
And I've only played Turd the once, and what I saw from Turd versus the couple times I've played Copper, I feel like Turd's ceiling is a lot higher than what Copper Talons can be.
Possible. I don't know, man. I've played on a team with Copper Talon. The dude's good. I think he has collection size issues, which is the only thing that holds him back. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong about that though. But like, I would expect Lotus Knight to destroy Jayak. Ron Mexico beats Booze. Twos beats Mata. Copper Talon beats Turd Herder, and I think it comes down to the 4 seed in Pond versus Mako.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to give Pond the slight edge. Though Mako could absolutely take it. And Mako's a fantastic player as well. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of want to give Mako the slight edge, but I feel like it's close.
yeah, that's a tough one to call.
I'm liking purple conferences matches to a couple of them anyway. Mainly Notorious B.I.G. He's versus Dude, in which the person who DQ'd for not submitting last week has already submitted.
Hey man, learning from his mistakes. That's
making
all
sure
that
to
matters.
not rectify the error. And is also the person playing Donde. So I hope you smash Medusa's. I hope you smash that young man. If you need help, call me. I will help you prep. It's not a game.
Oh, something to keep in mind. Remember, there was a change this season. If you do not submit classes by the submission deadline, the system will automatically submit whatever you submitted for last week.
Which would apply to everybody except Medusa's because he also didn't submit last week.
Yes.
It's Medusa's
Unless you
and Omzi. Or,
Yeah.
no. Who was it?
Yeah,
didn't submit.
unless you did not submit last week, and then you better submit this week.
All right. Well, so I know I'm going to be a little biased here, but I want to talk about Tap Last versus the Cult mostly because I think it's going to be a good match.
Alright, run us through it, Ted.
All right. Obviously, Bill Snyder. That's a really good 1 seed match. Itachi Maya.
My
I can never
Anodon.
know Myanodon. Thank you. I can never remember how to pronounce his name. I think obviously there's a big PR bump difference here, but I think my Anodon. You know what? I think his PR is a little low for what it should be. Like, I mean, you saw him just take the World Cup. Like, I think he's a better player than his PR lets on to be.
Well, now hold on.
All right.
While I agree, he is much better than his PR would suggest. World Cup is an entirely different form.
I understand that, but I'm saying, like, if he was able to get through that entire tournament and win it against some of the other names in there, then I'm just using that as a case for his PR being higher than it should be. Or
Yeah, I mean,
people
he beat Fuel, which automatically
Yeah.
bumps him up a notch, right? But like
Yeah.
I said, Shield of Conquest is an entirely different
Yeah.
than last year's standing. So, it's more similar than regular Conquest, I guess, but it is still a very different
Yeah.
format. So,
Yeah. And then 3 seed, I think the 3 seed's the only one we can definitely call. That's definitely going to pass or base. However you pronounce the thing. Base. I'd say that's 100% going to him because don't see myself winning a game in the 3 this season.
I don't know, man. I almost beat base last week in Legacy, so you can do it. I believe in you.
Thank you. And then 4 Chewbacca versus 8-bit. That's going to be a good matchup, I think. Both pretty strong players, pretty strong for the 4, and like you can see the PR is 18 apart. And then 5 Super Murloc versus Mr. Shads.
Mr. Shads. I feel like Mr. Shads' PR was like way higher than 55 at some point, but
The big thing with Mr. Shads is he started playing in Legacy last season, I believe it was.
Yep.
Then he subbed, and then he became a replacement player in Hero. And a big thing with him was he really didn't play too much Hearthstone before.
Right.
Like he'd always have around like rank 18. And then him and his team made a push for him to hit Legend within his first like month of being in THL, first month and a half. So he's like one of the 4, I think, current 5 seeds that we have in THL right now that have hit Legend.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
With that said, we will have to adjust our cams here momentarily because Itachi does have to head off to do Itachi things.
I gotta go. I really gotta go help Medusa's prep to beat Donde. That's really all I'm doing. So don't take it personally. I don't
see how it is. You
I
can't prep and
love-
talk at the same time. Okay.
I love being on any THL show. Love talking to you guys. No, really though, I gotta head out. Enjoy being on. I hope I can be on later, and hope I can play some games on stream. And
Absolutely.
see you guys soon, man.
I would love to see you and Myanodon on stream. I think that's gonna be a really good match.
Yeah.
We are playing on. No, actually, we're playing a morning match, so it would probably not behoove us to stream. But if you guys want, we will be playing in the morning.
Well, to further Itachi's beef with Donde, by the way, we're playing Friday night, and I'm gonna try to get it on stream. So everybody can throw some shade at Donde in the chat and distract him, so that I might actually win.
Yeah, everybody shade Donde. Like just hashtag Donde sucks. Everywhere. Hashtag Donde sucks.
Oh my god.
Hey, you guys have a great night, and I will see you soon.
Yeah, thanks again for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Thanks for being on, Itachi.
Thank y'all.
All right, see you.
Hashtag Donde sucks.
All right, give us a moment to adjust our cams back.
I feel like I should tweet that.
Hashtag Donde sucks.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get that going.
And then he can absolutely throw it in my face when he kicks my ass on Friday.
I mean, if you tweet it, I'll go and I'll retweet that stuff.
Oh shit! Getting the free retweets. I can even retweet it from the THL account on my.
That may be abusive. I might be wrong.
Shh.
Yeah, it's not like we have video evidence or anything. Actually, that's a
No,
lie. I'm scrubbing the VOD. I'm scrubbing the VOD.
Yep, scrub it. That's all right. Somebody start playing some copyrighted music so they muted you. So let's see. What do we have here?
I don't even know what we were talking about before we got.
Well, I'm looking at
Up on
matches
it.
for next week.
Yeah.
So Taplast versus the Cult
Yeah.
is looking interesting. By the way, I just want to throw out that tonight, this was basically the Cult plus Kel, because like we had Quaz, Ted, and Itachi, and then me.
Yeah.
That's okay. When you decide to stop being a SKHS captain, I'll think about a spot on my team for you.
Okay, well, why don't we see how I do this season first? Because if I go fucking 0-7, I don't think you're gonna want me. Although, actually, you might, because then I'd be a 5 seed. And I feel like in the 5 seed, I could dominate. So,
yeah.
All right, new plan, boys.
I mean, I was gonna say like that's what you did for him in Legacy, right? As soon as he wasn't a captain, yeah, jumped on it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. As soon as I wasn't a captain, yeah.
That was more I needed players than anything.
Yeah. To be fair, my Legacy PR is like stupidly inflated. So.
You think yours is? I'm over 400 in Legacy.
So is Kel.
Yeah, I'm 421.3 guy. Like. Oh yeah, it's not good. I gotta tank that.
Yeah, I should too.
I'm a 2 seed in Legacy. I played in the 1 seed for 2 seasons in Legacy, or for a season and a half. But yeah.
Hey, I remember that half season. I was there.
Yeah. Yep. So, but yeah. So Taplast versus the Cult, looking like a good matchup.
Yeah.
Team No Pros here versus Ugly Mucklings, I think, is also looking like a good matchup. Lawful Dog in the 3 seed seems kind of gross.
Wait, he's in this.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, No Pros here.
Yeah, Posca, man.
Can we also talk about how both 3 seeds have over 400 PR? Like, what is that?
That's how the THL kind of meta is kind of going towards, though. You're getting these 330, 340, 350, 350 plus 3 seeds.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're just stacking your top end and then getting underrated PR players in your bottom 2.
I mean, like, that's funny because, like, you say that and I agree, but then it's kind of like Purple Conference is actually kind of different. Looking at PR distributions. It's actually kind of interesting because PRs in Purple, you have a lot of 5 seeds who are very high.
Yeah, you have like Force of Will, who's 189. You have Osmonaut, who is 242. You have the Chronic, who's 134. You have Silver Fox Demon, 173. Anvil, 236. So yeah, there's a lot of 5 seeds in Purple that are over like 150, which is usually not the norm. Like usually your 5 seed is under 150. So.
And some kind of interesting how the randomizer made the conferences here because it seems like most of Teal is like top heavy and most of Purple's bottom heavy.
Yeah,
so
I can agree with that.
But
that's
the one
something
thing
interesting to. I was just gonna say that's something interesting to watch throughout like the cross conference play is what strategy kind of prevails.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Until you just find out that PR is just a number and it's like a negative 139 PR taking out over 200 and stuff like that. Like once you get into the 5 seeds, collection can be an issue. Or more commonly, collection's an issue. Yeah. Just experience and prep.
Yeah, I mean even some 4 seeds struggle with collection. So
yeah.
Although I do want to point out that like you say PR is just a number and that is true. However, once you've been in THL for like say 2 seasons, your PR is probably right about where it should be. Like maybe even after your first season, like a season
Yeah.
and a half, your PR is pretty close to right where it should be. So like I don't know. I think the PR system, like after I think it works very well. I think that most people are pretty much right where they should be. The problem is you have some outliers, especially with like newer players coming in that kind of throw things off a little bit too. But like you have some outliers like Hockey Boys being in the 4 seed is disgusting. I don't understand how that guy's a 4 seed.
Something diffuse the Dharma something.
Yeah, something tank PR by bringing Mechathune decks. Yeah, no, I gotcha.
I am. I definitely agree that for Hero, I think everybody in this chat, their PR is about right where it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Hero specifically, yeah.
Yeah. For Hero specifically, close.
Yeah, Legacy, it's nope.
Legacy's a different beast altogether.
For sure. Yeah.
No, but yeah, like especially for your Quaz, I feel like your Hero PR is right where it should be.
Ooh. What is your
You're
hero
not
PR?
wrong. Negative
like-
138.
Jesus. Gross.
Yeah, that's what happens when your first 2 seasons you go like 2-9.
That's all right. At the end of the season, I'll be right there with you, buddy. But yeah, no, I think that the PR system works really well right now. So
I agree.
Like I said, there are a few outliers, but a lot of times the outliers being new players, especially with the new player bonus, because they fluctuate so heavily between week to week.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know what we're talking about, so your first 10 matches in THL, your PR plus or minus per week is weighted to double. So, like, say you were supposed to gain 10, you would gain 20 instead of 10. Or if you're supposed to lose 10, you lose 20 instead of 10. And what that's supposed to do is that in the first 10 matches, we're trying to get your PR to a point where you're actually playing players of similar skill.
I thought it was a
Which is
1.5 multiplier, not 2.
Is it one? It may be 1.5. I could be wrong there. Actually, you might be right.
Yeah.
But either way, you get an added bonus on top of your wins and losses for your first 10 matches.
Yeah.
So
And I mean I like that system because like currently we have PR based off of ladder, which I don't know what else we can really base it off of. But ladder
that's what makes
isn't
it tough.
Yeah, but ladder isn't really that accurate of a descriptor, especially for like best of 5 competitive.
Yeah, ladder success certainly does not
No.
translate to tournament play success. On top of that, I know players who strictly play arena, and they are like way better than I will ever be at Hearthstone, and they would technically come into THL with 50 PR
Yeah.
because they just don't play constructed.
Yeah. But I mean that's like the only thing we really have to base it off of, so.
Those are the guys you want, though, so snag them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
But
So what you're saying is I should just start like DMing all the arena streamers. Hey, you want to come play on my team?
streamers, guy, I got the hookup, man. I'll send you
alright.
a DM.
There's literally an entire Discord dedicated to Kel's Circle Jerk.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it, sure. So I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Tachi, but he's finished number 1 on the arena leaderboard several times. I was trying to recruit him for my team this season, but unfortunately there was some scheduling conflicts.
So he just didn't want to associate himself with you, is what you're saying.
I mean, he's a teacher for Ask Hearthstone. He's already associated with me, man. Like.
Wait. I mean, so what you're saying he's interacted with you, and then he didn't want to associate himself with you. Yeah, makes sense.
Probably that's probably the case. I buy it.
Can I just say I'm happy to be back on the Saloon, where it's just the roast Kel show.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm so used to it. It's water off a duck's back, and boy, do I fucking love ducks. Look at my profile picture on Discord, man. I snagged a duck. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Is your nickname in that other server still Duck Boy?
It is. Yeah. Oh, in Sheep Chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It is.
Another.
All right, so
Oh.
I was gonna say, now that we've completely derailed this show, should we get
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to talking about Hero?
Man, we still got to fill another 20 minutes. Let's do
Go
this.
So, I am a bad show producer. I have not gone back and looked at the VOD from last week. Did you guys do kind of like your who do you think is going to make playoffs and who isn't?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was like way off based on week 1.
I mean, that's pretty normal. That's what we come to
Yeah.
expect from this.
Yeah, I mean, not that you can really
I
base it
like I was
entirely
just
on week 1, but yeah.
yeah, I was just gonna say, like, it's not like we started at the beginning of the show, like, who do you think is gonna make? Who do you think is gonna make? But like, just kind of as we talked about it, it was pretty clear.
Yeah.
Who we
That
thought.
Cal was wrong on every aspect.
I mean, no surprise there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm always wrong. Going 0-7, and none of the teams I predicted for playoffs will make it.
Yoko, can you please predict the Cult to lose this week?
The Cult is gonna full sweep.
Well,
Usually
we're
I'd be concerned about that, but I'm not a player, so you're not betting on me to win, so I don't have to worry about this anymore.
That's right. Quaz is
Yeah,
not
but I have to
good
worry.
this season. That's right. Who is your 5? I gotta look at this.
Super
Super
Murloc.
Murloc.
Oh, that guy's awesome. All right,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that matchup is.
I know there was. Sorry, go ahead.
That matchup is a very interesting between Mr. Shads and Super Murloc, just because they have both hit legend.
I do. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
There was a specific matchup that Ted was talking about before we jumped on stream. Oh wait, I think you're wrong though.
What?
Didn't you say that Quirky Turtle was playing Super
That's
Murloc?
next week.
That's next week.
Oh, that's next week.
Yeah.
You mean
Yeah.
week 3?
Yeah.
Week 3, correct.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we can get more into that beef next week.
Yep. All I can say is Super Murloc, you better throw that game or you're sleeping on the couch, buddy.
He has said he's already prepped the couch for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he already said in our team Discord. Can we please get Itachi back in next week just to talk about the beef?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, give me 2 seconds, guys. I will be right
Right.
back. I'm gonna have you take it away.
Okay.
Yes, because
All right.
we are totally prepared and know how to do this. All right, Ted.
right.
Looking at the last hero standing, hero team standings
Yo.
here.
All right. No, hold on. I found the match I want to talk about.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Tampam Surf Slam versus ATL.
Ooh. I
Yeah.
like where your head's at, Ted. That's
Yeah. They both teams combined for 1 win last week, so it should be Clash of the Titans.
so in the 1 seed we got Lefty 2-1-1 versus Blue Spartan. We have Dirty Mike versus Omzi. We have Brushy Tuna versus Dave the Great. We have It's Me, Mike 5 versus Shun Sui. And Osmonaut versus Force of Will. I think you could just go down this list and toss a coin. And I think you'll probably be pretty close to being right.
Honestly, like these are like it kind of surprised me looking at these lineups that they both did so bad week 1 because these seem like two pretty just up and down the lineup, balanced and just overall good in every teams.
Mhm.
And again, I know I was talking about it last week, but Will versus Osmonaut in the 5 is just
That's a 4-seed matchup. Like,
yeah. Like it was like last week when it was like last week it was Osmonaut versus Amphil, and just Osmonaut cannot catch a break.
Yeah. Homie purposely tries to come down Smurf in the 5. And here he
Just
is
runs
having
into 4 seeds anyway.
Yeah. Like he does not have an easy season. Because he's got
No.
Anvil, he's got Force of Will, he's got the Chronic, he's got
Silver T-Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, just no, yeah, being a 5 in purple is rough.
Mm-hmm.
A 5 in purple or a 4 in teal? Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, Cal, we were just talking about Tampam Surf Slam versus ATL. Battle of the Titans, as I called it.
Well,
Combined for 9 points week 1.
yeah, might be a little early to say it's about the Titans, but yeah, I do think those are both very good teams, though. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a great matchup. I'd love to see some of these matches on stream.
I just read Tristan
like
chat Battle of the Dumpster.
Osmonaut versus Force of Will. I'd love to see that one
Yeah.
on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Brushy Tuna somehow being a 3 seed seems kind of ridiculous.
Except his opponent has like more. I know we were just talking about how PR isn't is pretty good, but isn't always the case. But Brushy Tuna versus Dave the Great, who Dave has a higher PR, and Brushy Tuna being in the 3 is gross.
Isn't Brushy like a 1 seed in Legacy though? Like,
Is he?
I don't know. I could be wrong. I think
thought
he's
he
pretty high.
I thought he went between the 2 and 3 as well.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely higher than what he is in Hero, I believe. So
He has waiting for the website to load.
so the big thing.
Brushy
that's
Tuna is a
interesting
3
about-
seed actually. He only has he's
Really?
12
3,
PR.
12.
Yeah, he has 12 PR more in Legacy than he does in Hero.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
Not even.
I
He has
stand
4.
corrected. I stand corrected. So the interesting thing about Tanpams versus ATL is that these teams are both built very similarly, where they kind of
Yeah.
stack like the middle rather than the top and the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think that's gonna be a great matchup. Jesus, I don't even know who wins this though.
Yeah.
Lefty takes the 1, I think. Dirty Mike takes the 2. I'll say Dave takes the 3. Shunsui takes the 4, and it comes down to the 5 seed between Osmonaut and Force of Will.
I think Darkhawk takes that. Or Osmonaut, sorry. Takes that.
Yeah. See, I
think it's, I don't know, man. I think it's close. Like Force is kind of gross in the 5 seed. Then
I mean,
again,
so is Osmonaut.
Darkhawk,
Yeah.
So yeah, so is Oz. So
Kel, it's
That's
kind of
true.
funny because I think I give Blue Spartan the 1, Mike the 2, Brushy Tuna
Wait.
the 3.
you're gonna say Blue Spartan beats Lefty? What?
Yeah. I think
Alright.
it a bit of an upset, but I believe in him.
All right.
Hey, I mean, he did lead his team to finals last year, or last season,
Fair enough.
and then lost to the Cult. But anyways,
Yeah.
Oh, a Saw Dude versus Notorious B.I.G.'s is going to be a really good matchup as well.
Agreed.
yeah.
I just need Medusas to beat Donde so that Donde gets beat twice this week. Ayo.
Isn't Donde playing in Pro as well?
I am not sure. I haven't really kept track of Pro, to be honest with you.
Well, and then I was gonna say, like, Medusas does have that Itachi prep help now.
He is playing
that's
in
true.
Pro.
That is true. Itachi did just leave to go help Medusa's prep against Donde because that beef runs deep.
Deep. It's just kind of something funny I just saw. Top 2 teams in each conference play each other this week.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of
Biggs
funny how the
versus-
schedule worked out that way.
Yeah. Biggs versus Oz Dude, and Bees versus Kel's Good Boys.
Well, everybody knows my good boys are taking that match.
Yeah, of course.
Because they
I
couldn't
can't
win for
wait.
you, so they'll go win for Blue.
So I can't wait because it's gonna happen. I can't wait until Blue Sombrero builds a team of literally my past teams. I'm waiting for it, like all 5 of them. It's gonna be great.
Just takes an entire roster and
Yeah, it's gonna be like Lotus Knight, Fuel, Twos, Saku, and like RCIX or something. That sounds like a pretty lit team. Just saying.
so I'm just gonna start sending a couple messages here.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that sounds like a pretty good team.
I don't know. So just based off of the standings we currently have, do you guys think they're gonna stay something similar to like top to bottom, or do you think we're gonna like it was just week 1, some teams got lucky, other teams just didn't perform, and that it'll change up quite a bit?
No, it's I would bet a lot that's going to change it kind of bit. Like I'm looking Teal from Teal from first to sixth is 8 points. Like 8 points really isn't anything for 6 weeks remaining.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
purple from, I feel like purple's more likely to stay the same because, like, just from first to fourth is a 13-point drop. In like that's just playoff teams. Like I have a feeling, Biggs, Oz, dude, and wait, this isn't specialist are already even after just 1 week looking pretty good to make playoffs because there's such a big jump between them and then the rest of the teams there.
It's Asa, dude.
Sorry, Assad, dude.
Yeah, we get some weird names this season for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, you haven't
Oh,
seen
shit.
that Vine?
I'm sure I have. So Hockey Boys just submitted. I don't think he's bringing Megathune.
Or maybe
Is there a warlock?
No.
Oh, is there a shaman?
We brought mirror lineups.
Oh.
I mean, if someone can make a random Mechathune appear, it's probably hockey.
It's gonna be Hockey Boys.
That's true. That's true. Maybe I'll just roll Mechathune Warrior to dab on him.
Yo, like you joke, but Mechathune Warrior is actually not horrible.
In this meta, I disagree. It's horrible. If we were in a slower meta where there were a lot more control decks running around, I would say it's probably fine.
See, like,
But
I don't know. Like, you have a lot of anti-aggro in that deck that you can just win as a control warrior against stuff that's punching you in the face.
well, right, aggro's.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to cut a lot of your stopping power to run the Mechathune package. So I don't know. Like, does Mechathune Warrior actually still run Doctor Boom? I don't even know at
No.
9 mana. Like, to be honest.
Well, you can. Some do, some don't.
Yeah,
Depending,
I mean, I at 9 mana, I feel like in Mechathune Warrior specifically,
It's
you
a
probably
little
don't
too.
need it.
It's a little too top heavy.
If it was still 7 mana, you would 100% still run.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure. So I haven't messed with it. I don't even know what decks I'm actually bringing. I just submitted classes that I have decks for. So,
Don't tell him your plan.
dude, if I don't know my plan, how the hell is he gonna figure it?
That's fair.
So, but yeah, no, it's we have a lot of good matchups this week. Like you said, the top 2 teams in each conference are playing each other, and then we have a lot of kind of the middle teams, which are good too, like Tap Blast versus the Cult, Team No Pros versus Ugly Mucklings. I think is going to be a good one.
Actually,
I
can we
think
talk
all
about that one a bit?
Sure.
No Pros versus Ugly
Yeah.
Mucklings.
So this is a
absolutely.
cross-conference game.
Yeah.
We have Skittles in the 1 versus Icer in the 1.
Yep. Now, Skittles is a new player. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, no,
Okay.
the entirety of No Pros here
Yeah, they're all
is new. Posca, I believe, subbed for a legacy team at the end of last season. If I remember
Okay,
correctly.
I gotcha.
But other than that,
being an entirely new team, I gotta say it's kind of tough to rate the team.
Yeah.
With that said, the No Pros here actually is like a esports org in a sense.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's
who runs like
that's
a
right,
meta
I
report and
remember
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
apparently Lawful actually uses it quite a bit, is what he was saying in Discord.
Do you know what like site they write it for or whatever? Like
Their own
can we
website.
Plug them real quick.
Huh?
Do you know what the site is though?
NoProsHere.com, I think.
Oh, that's actually what it's called. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, that's an easy plug for them. We'll take our $4.99, or I'm sorry, it's September, guys. 250 subs. We'll take that.
Oh,
sub,
yeah.
guys. Thank you.
No, or it could even be free if you have Twitch Prime.
Well, that's true. Shit. Free
I love
subs.
Twitch Prime.
What's up? I am too poor for Twitch Prime, so.
Well, that's fair, but
But I do tier 1 sub to THL because I'm obligated.
I'm obligated.
But yeah, No, that's it's I don't know anything about like any of these guys. So it's super tough to say. I mean, I probably would have predicted Disco to beat Arthano just because
purely
of the
based off
PR
PR.
difference. Yeah, especially where they're both new players.
Hmm.
The Chronic versus Electabuzz, like the Chronic is a great player. He's been around for I think 2 or 3 seasons now. He's much better than his 134 PRs would suggest. So, but him being 0-1 and Electabuzz being 1-0, I probably give the edge to Electabuzz there.
Yep.
I think Lawful Dog just like flexes on Pasca.
I mean,
I
one
hate to
isn't
say-
Lawful Dog just flexing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Good old Swoleful Dog. That's true. I mean, like I don't know a whole lot about Pasca. He seems like a really cool dude. I've seen him talking in the server and stuff, but coming up against Lawful Dog, even Lawful Dog being 0-1, that's a tall order. Like the guy is just incredibly good at Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Juggerlaw versus Agent PWE.
I think Agent PWE takes it.
Really
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Even though he's
Interesting.
0-1 and Juggerlaw's 1-0.
His 0-1 was against Aviously, though. Let's keep
Yeah.
that in mind.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Yeah, Aviously is a pretty rough week 1. Welcome to THL.
Yeah. How about Skittles playing Itachi week 1 and actually winning? That's a pretty good way to make a name for yourself immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if he can pull off the double kill and take out Icer
Yeah.
though, because if he takes out Icer at that point, then I've definitely got some faith in Skittles.
Yeah.
If he loses to Icer, I mean he's still beat Itachi, so he's good,
Yeah.
but it's a crapshoot because he's a new player, so it's so hard to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I think if he can take out Icer after taking out Itachi, he's on a lot of people's radars.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
If he beats Itachi and Icer back to back, then I'm probably gonna predict this dude to just go 7-0.
Honestly.
Like,
Have we had a rookie go 7-0? Like, or undefeated, I guess, would be the best.
I honestly, without looking back through stats and stuff, I don't have that answer.
Yeah.
I think off the top of my head, no, unless it was like early THL.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't no, Fuel went 9-0 his second season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it his first season?
Maybe it was his first season.
I can't remember. I know there was a season in Hero where Fuel went 9-0.
That was season 8.
His first... Right. I just don't remember if that was his first season or his second season.
I had thought Fuel played for you on SKHS my rookie season.
He played for me twice.
Yeah, and then he played for BBYC.
Right.
Where he did...
jumped ship on a team that didn't even make playoffs.
No, BBYC...
Yeah, they did. They beat us in playoffs. I'm lying.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure BBYC like got to semis.
Yeah, no, they did. They did.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure there's been plenty of players that have gone like 8-1 or 6-1 rookie season, but I don't know if we've ever actually had an undefeated.
Well, I mean, as far as undefeated go, as far as I know, I think there's only like 3 players that have ever actually had an undefeated season. So
yeah,
it was Brewski and then
Brewski, Fuel, and technically in position, even though he had a DQ win. He was 8-0, and then he had a DQ like in the final week.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I don't know if anyone's actually done it in their rookie season. I don't believe so.
No, I think... Yeah. I think the best is the 7-2. So it would be...
Skittles just DM'd me and said that Icer and Skittles are trying to get on stream. That is a hell of a match if they can get on stream. I would love to see that game.
Yes. If you guys can schedule it for a Sunday, hit me up. Or schedule it for Sunday at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern, or 9.
Yeah,
9, 6.
Honestly, I would be super hyped to see that match on stream. I think that's a really good one.
Yeah, and I mean that goes for anybody else. If you want to play on Sunday night, either hit me or Quaz up or fill out there's a form pinned somewhere.
Yeah, it's in
content
the
announcements pinned, I believe.
content announcements. Yeah, content announcements in the. Actually, no, it's in regular announcements. Regular announcements in the THL server. Which, hang on, I am actually going to post it in chat here in just a second. If there is anyone who is looking to play on stream, just make sure that you fill out the form, and we will do our best to get you in there. I just posted it in Twitch chat for those who are watching.
And we are always looking for stream operators and occasionally casters. Hit Dondi up
Absolutely.
to find out how you can get involved.
Yeah.
I have to say that the few times that I've casted, it's been a ton of fun.
Yeah. Like I was gonna say, I personally just got into it during the off season. I did a few World Cup matches and enjoyed it a lot. So yeah,
It also makes
give it a
me.
try.
It also makes me realize how bad at Hearthstone I am, because when I watch other people play Hearthstone, I'm like, shit, man, you should have done this, this, and this. But when I'm playing, I'm like, oh damn, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It is there is so much more pressure on players. So, but our casters are awesome. So thank you to everybody that's involved in content in any way that helps either cast or stream up. They put in a rec for Friday night fights. Which time slot? Because you may see Skittles versus Icer and then me versus Donde on Friday night fights.
Ooh.
So a good first matchup and a boring second matchup.
Wow. You know what? I will make sure it's not boring. Okay.
Yeah.
I will lose with flair.
Hey, listen. At least you have a Tachi in your corner.
8 p.m. Okay, so I believe Donde and I are going to try to play at 9. So, yeah, absolutely. I got Itachi in my corner. I'll ask him for some help. Prep help will be good to go. Submit your meme decks to my DMs right now so that I can bring them for this match.
What do I have? I'm trying to think what I have.
Oh,
hold on.
you're gonna give me
I
an
got you.
aneurysm.
Why?
Yo.
Because I want to play spicy decks?
I got
yeah,
you.
because I'm your captain. You want to play spicy decks.
Listen, all right. I'm bringing Nomi Priest because that shit's spicy and it's terrible. I'm bringing Mechathune Warrior.
APM Paladin.
No, I got your
I'm bringing
paladin.
Quest Mech Paladin.
No. I got a better paladin than that.
Nah, Quest Mech Paladin's what's
No.
up. And
No,
then
Mechathune paladin.
just straight up Quest Shaman because I gotta have one meta deck.
Gotta go Mechathune paladin.
No, go Highlander Shaman.
Highlander Shaman. What is this shit? I don't even. Is that really a thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Someone hit top 50 legend with it the other day.
All right. I will look into that. But all right, it's 10 o'clock. We gotta get out of here, guys. We
Yeah.
did really good last week. We only ran like 2 minutes over. This week we're only running like 4 minutes over. So
Yo, hold on real quick before we go. Stu Balls, thank you for a sub with Twitch Prime.
That is Skittles, actually.
Skittles, all right, thanks Skittles.
With that said, I'm
Yeah.
Quaz,
I'm Ted.
I'm Kel.
and good night.